What is going on, everybody? It is your host Swizy coming to you guys with the question of the century: is Battlefield better than Call of Duty? And the answer is dun 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 dun. It is still Call of Duty in my opinion. Well, why would you say that, Swizzy? Well, let me explain it to you. The fact is here that Call of Duty, as an overall game, will always be better than Battlefield in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. This Battlefield is way better than Infinite Warfare will ever be, and I believe that Battlefield took the W this year. And don't get me wrong about Call of Duty with Modern Warfare Remastered, it's still a great game overall, but I'm telling you, Battlefield 1 is the game to play this year as a first-person shooter. It's just way more immersive, way more, it's everything. There's vehicles, there's just the old scene of war just feels so much better than playing even Call of Duty 4, which I'm surprised to say that because Call of Duty 4 is honestly one of the greatest games in my opinion. But Battlefield 1, I feel like is going to go down as one of the best first-person shooter games ever, and I'm really glad to be a part of it. But it's just so much more stuff to do in Battlefield and keep you more occupied, and I feel like they just keep a better approach to the stuff they do in Battlefield, is such as like the supply drops, as for instance, like how you don't have to get COD points, or you don't have to like play competitive matches. Well, you have to play repetitive matches in Battlefield to get supply drops, but in Call of Duty you have to play repetitive matches to get crypto keys to buy supply drops, and in Battlefield supply drops just drop randomly after the match, which I find that really better, and a really better system than Call of Duty's ever approached the supply drops. And that's pretty crazy because Battlefield just implemented the supply drops this year, and Call of Duty's been doing it for at least 3 years now. But I definitely like the approach that it's just random at every game, at the end of every game. And I just really like that idea way more than just saving up crypto keys, grinding them out, and getting 2 commons and a rare out of the package that you just grinded 3 hours for. And something else I really like in this game that Call of Duty does not do is I like the concept of service stars. And as what that is like, as in Call of Duty, as you can like prestige a weapon and get it up to like prestige 3, and I think in Infinite Warfare you can go on beyond that. In this one, you don't like necessarily prestige your weapon, you just like, as a service star, it's just showing that you have experience for it. And I really like that system way more than Call of Duty's. Like things like that, just like simple things that Battlefield did over Call of Duty this year that really put it over the top. Even if I think Call of Duty produced a boots on the ground game, it would definitely put up a way better fight than Infinite Warfare would. But would a boots on the ground Call of Duty get released this year, would Battlefield be better than that? In my opinion, I don't think it would, just because I will always love Call of Duty more than Battlefield, and that's just me. But the reason why I like Call of Duty is just the fast-paced gameplay, and Battlefield is kind of more slower. But real reason I like this game a lot is because I like the new game modes. I mean, Rush might have been in there before, but it's definitely a quicker paced game. There's a lot more people grouped up. I can kind of feed on people. That's what I really enjoy, just getting a lot of kills really fast. And Battlefield is what never gave it to me in the previous Battlefields that I played. But in this one, it definitely way more fast paced, and there's way smaller maps. And my favorite game was definitely Rush, and I just love how the maps are set up on Rush, and how everything's set up, and how there's stages, and how you can fall back, and how you're attacking, defending, and the whole concept of Rush. I really like the game mode a lot because it really reminds me of War and World at War, which was probably one of my favorite game modes to this day, and as always will be Domination is my favorite game mode. So I guess Rush isn't like Domination, but I mean, Rush is just an overall good game if you're trying to get, like, say, the Call of Duty experience in Battlefield. It's way more fast paced, all in your face. It's constant battle all the time, straight war. I love it. I love Rush. It's just crazy shit. And as always, you got your Conquest for those people that love Battlefield for the slower type of play, so it's more realistic like a real war would be. But yeah, I would rate this game really high up there in overall games, and I honestly want to say it's the best first-person shooter game I ever played. Like I've said before, it's just overall feel of this game. There's no other game I've ever played besides maybe Call of Duty World at War way back in the day when I was a kid. But I'm just so immersed in this game, and it just feels like I'm straight in war, and it's so much better to fight in a war, say in Infinite Warfare, how so futuristic and the war has even happened. As in Battlefield, this is World War One. This is rich history here that we've literally, many people have fought and died for our country that we're living on now. So, and that, like, when I'm playing this game, that's what's going through my head. It's just like this crazy that these people actually fought for our country back in the day, and this is how it was. But let me kind of go over a recap of what I just said. So, is the Battlefield better than a Call of Duty as a whole? So if you took all the Battlefield series and took all the Call of Duty series, which one is better, Battlefield or Call of Duty? In my opinion, it's definitely still Call of Duty because they have at least 3 to 4 legendary games. That Battlefield, I honestly only think there's maybe 2 legendary games. I don't know. In my opinion, Call of Duty definitely still has the most W's. Don't get me wrong that Battlefield took the W this year, but Call of Duty is still the more dominant first-person shooter game if you want to get technical. But like I said, Battlefield 1 this year is definitely taking it. If you guys I really recommend this game to anybody that likes first-person shooter games and the feel of war, and it's just like the overall feel, like I said in this game, and I'll say it 100 million times, and you'll probably hear me say it in my next video, that the immersive feeling in this game is no other compared to any first-person shooter game you've played, and I guarantee you that. So if you haven't already, go out and get your ass in some Battlefield 1 because it is the best first-person shooter game out right now, and get yourself also Infinite Warfare just to play Call of Duty 4 Remastered because who wants to play Infinite Warfare anyways? Don't think just because I made this video that I will become a strictly Battlefield player, only because I will never be in my plans, because I always have love for Call of Duty, and Modern Warfare Remastered is one of the greatest games out right now. So don't worry about that, guys. But that just about wraps up this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you guys did. And till the next one, guys, I am out of here.